next type of text edit we are going to make is kerning. They always ask this on almost every Adobe exam you can possibly take, so we're going to go over that. Let's go back and get the regular type tool again. And what you want to do, what kerning is, the way I remember it between tracking and leading is kerning, like popcorn kernels are small. So we're dealing with the small space, the space between two things, not all of the letters. So you want to get your cursor and click in between those two letters that are spaced far apart. And you can see the blinking cursor means we have that spot selected. And go over here to the Properties tab, and you can see we have Character opens up since we're using the text tool. And if you hover your mouse over each one of these, it tells you what it is if you forget. But this little VA means kerning, and so I want you to just select that here and make it 0. And then you can see that it pulled the R and the N closer together so that it looks better. We're going to do the same thing with tracking. Now, the way I remember tracking, you think of it as a railroad track, so it's a space between a bunch of different things. We're going to increase the tracking on this word by increasing the space between all of the letters. All right, so I'm going to get my text tool, and I have tracking selected, and you can go over here and see that this V with the A and the arrow that's going between the whole thing, that is my tracking. And I want you to set this at 200 so that it spaces the letters out. And then the last one is leading. Leading is the vertical space between lines of text in a paragraph, and it is pronounced like pencil lead. I used to call it leading, but it's actually leading. So the way you can adjust that is you can select your text here and go over here to where it says character. And this is where you can adjust that. And I want you to make this 90. And then you can see that the leading is decreased, and now the text is closer together on each vertical line.